Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I know, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, this is the kind of game that I think is going to be an every once in a while kind of game. But, you know, we're going to have some fun. So, let's do it. I went off and did all of the, not all, but a bunch of the tutorials, which is good because I learned all kinds of great things. I'm pretty confident I can build a ship that can get out into orbit. So we're going to do that. Before we do that, though, I want to get a couple of missions. I haven't even looked at these yet. I'm thinking any of the tester ones are going to be the easiest ones. Oh, and then there's also Orbit Kerbal. I think I can orbit. Yeah, we're going to orbit. I think we can do it. We want you to test the Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbal. Well, that basically is just use it, right? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm going to do that one. Yeah? Yeah. So, we need to build ourselves something that can orbit. So, we'll start off with the only pod we have. Throw a parachute on top. Probably going to need more than that. And actually, that is the Mark 16. So as long as we use that at some point in time, should be good. And I want to use a drogue chute as well as a radial mount chute, I think. But at least this drogue chute, this will slow us down so that this chute can actually work. See, I learned all kinds of things from the tutorial. I'm also going to go a little bit crazy on fuel tanks, but let's do payload first. There's also this service bay. Should we do a service bay? Yeah. I'm going to put a service bay on that. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yeah. Let's do it. Because inside of the service bay, aha, I learned. Let's see. We can put some science stuff. Let's get in nice and close and see if we can snap that on something. There we go. We'll stick a barometer over there. Why is that red? Does it have to be there? What's the deal with this? Let's make sure we're snapping. Yeah, we're snapping. And then we're also going to do a goo container. Okay. No. What is it? It's snapping backward. Hang on. There's a thing that you can do. Aha, it's Q. Now I remember how to rotate. There we go. That'll work. Q. Yeah. So we'll put the barometer on this side. And then over on this side, we'll put a thermometer. Just got to hit Q a couple of times. There we go. So now this is our experiment module. Let's close that up. And we can use that to do some experimental stuff while flying. By the way, I need to fix this up. It's a little bit small, but I made my own flag. Actually, I didn't make it. Commander Kitten made it. But, yeah. Oh, no. I don't want to decouple that. I need to bring my science experiments with me. I also need a heat shield for on the way back. So we're going to do just... Should we do a small one or a big one? Let's make a big one. I don't want this thing to burn up. And then on that, I'm going to throw some aerodynamics. Okay, that might be a little overkill. Let's go for the smaller one. There. Okay, so then the other thing that I discovered, and some of you guys mentioned as well, is the center of mass, the center of thrust, and the aerodynamic overlays. These are great. There is no thrust currently because this bit is going to be the last thing left. Actually, now that I think about it, no, we don't need that because this is going to be the part that actually comes back to Earth. It's just going to kind of, you know, float down. So this we need the drogue chute on. There. That'll slow us down. Then this will, you know, act as our regular parachute. Minimum pressure, I want that to be 0.5. I don't want that thing going off too early. And then that's going to actually start slowing us down at about 3K. And then this guy, bring this up to 0.25. And yeah, he can stop us at 1K. Now, I have not tested this. This is all from memory. I don't know if this is going to work. So if you're looking at this going, oh, you're an idiot, you're right. So now we need a way to get to space. So let's start throwing fuel tanks on here. Actually, this is going to be more not for getting to space, but for getting us to orbit speeds. So we're going to go a little bit overboard, I think, but that's okay. We're going to throw a swivel on here because this is going to give us the most control. And then we're going to be using these thumpers to actually get out into space. But we need those to have their own decouplers. Also, I need to pay attention to how heavy everything is, because I can only have 18 tons. And I'm already at 6 tons. So I have a feeling that these thumper boosters are going to add quite a bit. Let me just toss those on. And we're already over. So that's definitely not going to work. So I think we're going to go ahead and just do this straight down. This is the hammer. So we'll use that as our initial thruster. Matter of fact, I'm kind of tempted to take this off. This might work. Let's see. So if we do one decoupler, and then the hammer, and then another decoupler, and how heavy is this thing? This is 7. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to work because I still need fins. So we're going to do another hammer. So this one will get us off the launch pad. Then the next one will get us kind of out into outer orbit, hopefully, and then, or inner orbit, and then these will actually help us like accelerate to the speed we need to go and manage things while we're out there. Okay, let's actually have some control surfaces now. So we're gonna have some decent sized wings here. Let's do 4 down here. And let's take another look at center of mass, center of thrust. So the thrust is behind the mass. Center of lift. There we go. So that should give us some good control. And then when this decouples, we're not going to have as much control, but it'll still work. And then when this decouples, it'll be okay. Why is it saying no? Why do I not? It doesn't matter. I won't need aerodynamics when I get up there. This is good. The ETS orbiter. So creative I am. Save. And what do we do in the way of crew? We've got Jebediah. Yeah. Yeah, let's take Jebediah. That should be good. Oh, wait. Staging. Almost forgot the staging. Also, if you right-click, you can actually do thrust limiters. For these solid boosters where you can't really control it, you can actually slow it down. Oh, and that lifts the center of thrust a little bit. Actually, I kind of want that second one to be full speed. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Stage 6, the first one, is going to be that first thruster. Then it's going to decouple. Then the second thruster. Then it's going to decouple. Yeah, and then we'll have the swivel, which we'll be able to control, and then we'll decouple that. But we won't decouple that until we're actually starting to aim back toward Earth, I think. And then we'll activate the parachutes. Oh boy. Okay. Save, launch, let's see what happens. I'm sure we'll be back into big changes here soon, but let's give this a try. Jebediah, you ready for this? Sure hope you are, because I'm not. SAS. Stability assist, yes. Go. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. let's undo this. Let's go back. I did this thrust limiter that I really shouldn't have done. Let's try that again. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to do our initial, whoops, SAS. Turn that on. We're going to want to get, you know, some speed going first. And then as soon as that finishes off, we're going to let this one go. And then this one's going to give us a lot more, you know, well, acceleration, hopefully. We're not really going as fast as I was hoping for. And I'm turning this to try to accelerate into an orbit. Yeah, we're already going to have to go to the swivel. Oh, right, and then accelerate the swivel. And we're going to pull this back until we, yeah, let's see, we're starting to get heat build up. So I'm just wasting fuel heating the ship, basically, and I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to let my forward momentum pull me out of gravity. Or at least out of the atmosphere. Turn that off. You can see the atmosphere is dropping. So now when I turn this back up again, I'll still get some acceleration, but I'm not trying to push against the atmosphere. Now we can go out into the map, and we can see that our orbit is approaching a legit orbit, you know what I mean? Once this circle actually goes around the planet, we're in an orbit. Uh-oh. Go faster! Oh, okay, that's a problem. So we did not have enough thrust to make this happen. Yeah, we're not going to actually make it. We gave it a try, and we actually did pretty well, I think. What do you think, Jebediah? Should we do some experiments? I think we should. Log the temperature. Observe the mystery goo. Log the pressure data. And take a crew report. It seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. If I did that again, I could probably take measurements over the pole. That'd be good. So let's go ahead and time warp. Oh, and it automatically slowed back down to 1 because we are reapproaching. Yeah, we're starting to come down, and we're going to start getting atmosphere here soon. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get rid of this while we still don't have atmosphere. Okay. Oh, that's right. I need to actually... If I don't aim the ship into the... Like, I've got this heat shield here, and that's going to hopefully keep us from burning up, I hope. The atmosphere is definitely slowing us down. Yeah. Seems to be doing its job. It's good, because that is, yeah, that's the heat shield, and look, it's, I don't know what an ablator is, but whatever it is, it seems okay. S0E02. Yeah, okay, I'll activate those. And they should, they're designed to only, you know, so this one slows everything down. And it does it nice and early. And then once we're traveling nice and slow, I think I can release that one. So I can cut that chute. And then the regular parachute, I can turn off SAS. That one will actually stop us from plummeting into the ground and dying. I hope. Yes. Yes, it will. See, look. We're going down to 6 meters per second. Let's go to time warp 4. And when we get close, I'll go to time warp 1, because I've heard there can be issues. And look at that. We are on the ground. So let's recover the vessel and return and see what we get. Actually, I think we even... Oh, I forgot to look, but I think we even completed some stuff. I got 47 science. Well, sorry, I got 28 science. I have 47 science now, mostly from my experiments. Got my parts back. No XP gain for Jeremiah, I guess. Okay, let's make a couple of changes to this guy. One, I think we're going to be better off, instead of doing the boosters back here, or I could just do a single thumper. What if I did that? I mean, that's a beefy dude. How are we doing on weight? We're fine on weight. Okay, let's do that. We'll just do a single thumper. The parachute system all worked perfectly. Like, all the aerodynamics were great. It's really just a matter of having some control surfaces. And assuming we actually get off the ground and get some more speed, should be fine. I think that'll work. What do you think? Jeremiah, you ready to try this again? We're going to get into orbit this time. Everything's ready to go? Let's go. Oh, we're accelerating so much faster this time. Okay. Get rid of... what did I miss? Oh. No? No? Don't know what I did. Why did that not release? Isn't that a decoupler right there? That's not a decoupler right there. I didn't do a decoupler. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. There we go. Yeah, let's actually make sure we can decouple, because carrying that thing around with us is probably not the best choice. All right, let's try that again. Let's do this thing. And we are ready to release that. Yeah, let's go ahead and start moving. I don't want to use my full acceleration. I'm just going to go to like 3/4, because again, I want to get out of the atmosphere before I really start accelerating. And I think I accelerated too much last time and burned up too much of my fuel. Okay, so let's also tilt toward an orbit here. There we go. See, as soon as I see that red, I know that I accelerated too much. Now that we're out of the atmosphere, now I can accelerate a little more. And I want to leave a little bit for getting out of orbit as well. You'll be able to see my fuel. Oh no, I'm almost out of fuel again. Getting further this time. But nope. Once again, I am not going to achieve orbit. It's okay. We're going to get this. Oh, it doesn't count. Oh, okay. It wants me going between 140 meters per second and 230 meters per second at an altitude between 11K and 14K. And I have to be flying. And I wonder what it means to be flying. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and accelerate this until we get to like a little bit closer. There we go. So I'm at 67K. I need to get down to below 14K. And I need to be traveling a whole lot slower. Oh, but it does count me as flying now. That's good. And I need to be going slower than 230K. Or 230 meters per second, sorry. I think we can do that. Especially once we activate the drogue chute. I need this to go... Oh, I'm already too low to test it. Darn it. Okay, fine. Open this up. We're going to do some experiments. Observe the mystery goo. The temperature, the pressure data, crew report. Are you going to splash down already? Thank you. S0E02. Cover vessel. I really want to get that orbit done, so we're going to keep working on the orbit. What if, instead of doing this, we went ahead and attached boosters radially. I have a feeling that this is going to be too heavy. It is too heavy. Okay, so let's try some fleas. See, that's got plenty of room. I could also upgrade my launch pad. Might help. All right, where's the aerodynamics thing? Yeah, let's put some nose cones on there. What do you think? Does that have any chance of working? Probably not. So the launch pad, I can upgrade for 50K. Oh, I have 230. And now I can actually, like, that lets me do a much heavier weight. Oh yeah, ton more weight. Okay, hang on. Let's get rid of these and do the bigger ones. Do the hammers. There we go. See, that's 21 tons, but we can now do 140 tons. So that's cool. Let's give it a try. Let's do this thing, Jeb. Oh, wow. Acceleration-wise, definitely better. As a matter of fact, if I had it to do over again, I might dial back a little bit on the solid fuel. Whoa! Not what I expected. There we go. So we're at like half throttle or something like that. Oh, we need to start accelerating separate from the planet. Or I mean, accelerating into orbit is what I'm trying to say. Like as horizontal as possible. I did not tip fast enough, and I think I'm going to run out of fuel. Nope. I'm out of fuel. And I'm not going fast enough. Let's revert to launch. Actually, no. Revert to vehicle assembly, because I'm going to change one more thing. On all these guys, I'm going to put this down to 70%. I don't know. I'm going by instinct here. Let's see what happens. Ready, Jeb? Let's go. See, we're still accelerating really fast, but we're using a lot less fuel. Oh, SAS. Okay, just about out. Jeez. Yeah, I might need to do something about that. I'm still going a lot further. That's good. I'm out of fuel again. But I got a lot further. That's good. We can do this. I think we're going to get rid of the science stuff. We don't need that. I'm going to go a little crazy. I'm going to add more fuel tanks to this. And then I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go with the thumpers now. They're kind of crazy, but I don't know. Why not? Should I be doing 4 of these? You can't even see my ship. I think they're going to explode. I just want to see this happen. That's all. I want to see this thing launch. I think it's going to just do horrible, horrible things. And I want to see that happen. Ready? Let's go. Hey, you're not going... No, where are you? You can't go that direction. Sorry, Jebediah. Do we have any structural modular girder? Like, can that connect to these or something? Like that? Oh, but wait, if I do that, then they won't be able to disconnect. Maybe if we add another coupler in there. Maybe the double coupling thing will work. Let's find out. A launch. Go! Yes? Is it staying somewhat stable? I think it's kind of defeating the purpose. They're so heavy that we're not getting as much acceleration. And I'm a little bit afraid what's going to happen when I actually decouple these two. Okay. that's not too bad. I can live with that. Let's go as straight horizontally as we can. This might actually do it. Hang on, I want to go as straight as possible. Let me see this. Oh, yeah, that's not quite the orbit I was looking for. That is almost an orbit, but it's kind of a really funky looking orbit. So the question is, do I try and accelerate more flat so that, or do I wait until I get around to here-ish and then accelerate and try and turn it into a more round? You know, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait until I get to about here. So let's do some acceleration here. And I'm thinking that maybe as I get to the apoapsis, yeah. Now I'm going to, oh geez. Well, that's no good. Where the heck is my cockpit? There it is. So I'm going to try and tip toward, oh, I want to point at that yellow thing because that's my direction of travel. All right, so now if I start speeding up, oh, I have an orbit. Look at that. That's an orbit. My periapsis is going to be at 62 kilometers. That is beautiful. It is not a good orbit, but it is an orbit. And I still have some fuel to adjust things. That makes me happy. All right, so let's see what happens if I speed this up. Ooh, it lowered my warp. I have a feeling that I just... Where's the planet? There it is. Oh, I'm over the ice cap. Which direction am I headed? Oh my goodness, this is so disorienting. It's nice to have this little yellow dot. You know, like I should be going up now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going up. Oh, I can actually go back to the Space Center. Oh, now that it's in orbit, I don't have to stay with it. It's just there now. I need to actually burn backward is what I need to do. I need to slow myself down. Not up. That's what I need to do. Okay, so now if I come back in here and use a little bit of thrust. I have like no thrust left. I don't want him to get stuck in orbit. I still might. I think we're going to go ahead and intentionally point straight down and get out of orbit. So let's do like this. And that's all he had. Yep, he's stuck in orbit now. Sorry, Jeb. Okay, well, hey. You know, that's the way it goes. We liked you, Jeb, but sucks to be you. Orbit Kerbal. We didn't tell the recovery team that you'd be staying in space, so they're still looking. Great job. Good stuff. Okay, I like that. I also now have 81 science, so I'm thinking that we need to jump into research and development. I gotta tell you, I want to try aviation. So we're going to do that. What else we got? We got landing and aerodynamics. It's all good. So I should be able to make a space plane now, right? Yeah. So there's the cockpit. We'll stick a fuel tank on there. And the Juno basic jet engine. Sure. Oh, It's tiny. Okay, we're not doing that. Intakes. Oh, I think I heard about that. You actually have to take in air for those kinds of, for some of these kinds of engines. Those look cool. I do need to do some mirroring. There we go. That looks like an airplane. I'm just going to stick that there and see what happens. I know it's ridiculous, but... So we need an intake. Can we stick it on the front? No? Okay. Maybe instead of doing that, we need to do... Hey. We need to put it, like, under the wing? No. No. Okay. Maybe we need to actually do some landing gear, too. So, let's put some landing gear on this. There. See, look, this is perfectly fine. I do need an engine. There it is. See, that's the way it's supposed to be. And there's the tail fin. There. See? This is perfect. I don't know why you guys thought I would have trouble with this. I know how to space plane. Here we go. We'll just stick a flea solid booster on this. That'll fix all the problems. There we go. And of course now this isn't the way, but we can solve that by doing that. See? It's basically a perfect airplane. Now let's check our things. Yep. They're all over the place, so it's perfect. I don't see any problems with this. This is perfect. Let's launch it. Let's make it happen. Look at that. See? I can't even see what's going on. That was exactly what I wanted to happen. Totally. Got to admit that was fun to watch, right? Okay. All right, let's be serious now. Well, okay, let's be kind of serious now. We just need 2 of them. And they need to be a little more centered. Look at that. The center of thrust is a little too high. The center of lift... No, oh, that's the center of lift, sorry. Center of thrust is directly behind the center of mass. The center of lift is a little too far in that direction. So we're going to move this back just a little bit. Wait, forward. There. Perfect. Absolutely, well, a thing that's going to happen. See, look at that. I just launched an airplane. Just see how perfect that is? Where should we go? People said I couldn't launch an airplane. Hey, Valentina, how's it going over there? Should we go land? I think we should land. Nope, not that way. Come on. This is great. I had people in the comments telling me that I shouldn't even try to make a space plane because it's way too difficult and all this kind of thing. And here I was just goofing around and I made one that kind of, I mean, it doesn't work great. I'll admit that, but yeah, and I have no idea how horrible it's going to be when I land. Oh yeah, that thing is totally going to crash. But Valentina's fine. See? She's all like, look at that. She's smiling down there. She's having a blast. See, can we drive this back to the hangar? Okay. It's enough. Hey, take a crew report, will ya? Oh, this is great. I'm totally heading back to the Space Center. Can I accelerate this a bit? Totally. Oh, okay. We're rolling backward now. We'll stop. That was a little expensive, I'll admit, but that was fun. That was great. I even got 1.5 science out of it. Most everything else was just completely destroyed, but hey. Hey, Valentina got an XP. That's good. All right, I think that we're going to have to be done for this episode. That was fun. I enjoyed that. If you have suggestions for what I should do in my next episode, let me know. I think I want to do some more space plane things, but I need to play around with what engines and stuff I have. Yeah, I'm learning this. It's fun. By the way, I have been completely avoiding any kind of I'm not going to say spoilers because that's not quite right. It's not like there's a story in this, but I'm doing the tutorials in game and I'm reading you guys' comments, but I'm not looking at videos that other people have put out. I'm not reading anything online about it. And so I kind of want to figure out how things work on my own, and that's what I'm doing. But I will definitely read you guys' comments and use your advice and that kind of thing because, you know, it's a journey we're doing together, and I like doing that. Also, one other thing I should mention is that you noticed that there were 2 episodes that came out, and I know some people got confused about it. It was episode 1, and then a couple weeks later I released I think it was the following week, I released episode 0, which was kind of out of order. Episode 0 was actually the first time I ever played Kerbal Space Program, and it was kind of a disaster because my microphone didn't work. And if you watched that, somebody jokingly, maybe I can't even remember how it came up, but we were chatting over in the patrons chat area, and I said something about I should just make the sounds with my mouth or something like that, and we just started laughing about it, and I thought, you know, that might actually be fun. So yes, all the game audio in there is just me going into the microphone and then reusing that audio. And it's kind of funny. I'll admit I watched it a couple of times myself because I thought it was funny, and other people have been enjoying it. So if you haven't watched episode 0, go back and watch that one. And then episode 1 is actually me doing a real episode and that kind of thing. And here we are at episode 2, and I already had a space plane that kind of functioned. I'm happy about that, and I orbited. Let's just see what amazing things we can do on the next episode. And I think we'll have some fun. So I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.